Om Sri Chinmaya Sadguruvai Namaha. Karoon students, welcome to today's online class. In today's class, children, I'm going to tell you about uh, what, where, how, and when. So, based on these four questions, our life depends. Even our growth, also our growth and our knowledge, and everything is depends on these four words: what, where, how, and when. So it is applicable for our history also. Based on these questions, many inventions happen in the world. We will see so how these four questions helpful to us. In previous class, children, you know that every thing what we know present about our past. Past means our history. This is we got from old inscriptions. I shown you different inscriptions. Even in many temples, the inscriptions they've written on the walls, written on the leaves, many things. So based on those inscriptions and records, we came to know about our world period, how they rule the people, and what is the kingdom. So how many years ago we have started our cultivation, and what are the main crafts of the ancient period. Everything we know because of these archaeology excavations as well as from the inscriptions. You see here, this is a pot, children. So from old city, these pots like this were used about 4,700 years ago. So here it is looking like very small, children, but it is very bigger pot, and those people are using these pots to store their grains also, to store their grains also. So the big pots also using, and small pots also used by them. How many years ago, children? 4,700 years ago. If you see here, an old silver coins such as this one were used from about 2,500 years ago. So some coins also available, as here some inscriptions also available. This all we came to know because of the archaeology department, those who studied about the past. See, children, these are the things what we got from archaeology excavations. If you see here, these are the gold coins used by our king's period. So every vessel, whatever the vessel used by the king is made up of gold and silver and copper. So these are the main minerals what they used earlier, but because of these are very expensive nowadays, so that we are not using gold coins, just we are using common steel coins now, steel, and some are made up of bronze also. So these are the some things used by the our kings period. Our archaeologists also look for bones of animals, birds, and fish to find out what people ate in the past. So they are checking for everything. So what kind of animals used by them as a food, or birds, and what kind of fishes ate by them. Everything our archaeologists are checking, excavating continuously. And plant remains survive far more rarely if seeds of grain or pieces of wood have been burned. They survive in charred form. So do you think cloth is found frequently by archaeologists? Yes, because the lifespan of the cloth is better than all. So uh, They are thinking about, they are checking about these clothes also, what kind of clothes were used by our kings period and kings, what are the lifestyle of the our common people of the society, and what is the lifestyle of the rich people of the society, especially in olden days. They are trying continuously to gain more and more proofs for that. And historians, that is scholars who study the past. Who is historian? The person who studied about the past is a historian, and often use the word source to refer the information found from manuscript, inscriptions and archaeology. So how we got this all information, children? From the manuscripts. Already I shown you. Manuscript is nothing but the handwritten document. Manuscript is nothing but the handwritten document is called as manuscript. And here inscriptions. So as I told, inscriptions, they may write on the leaves or on the stones, or they curved on the walls of the temples also. So for this all information, our uh, people, archaeology department, whatever the excavations are done by the archaeology department, based on these three, our historians will written the stories. For example, whatever we are reading in the history, is it true? No, there is no proof that, because even historians, they depends upon the manuscript. So what is manuscript? Manuscript is a handwritten document of the member of the kingdom, so that that person compulsory have to write only the positive things of the king. They never mention about the bad or any negative thoughts or the negative works done by the king. Yes or no? Yes. So that just these inscriptions or the manuscripts are useful. What kind of ruling done by the king? So how many wars participated by them? How many wars lost by them? So what are the main kingdoms of the nation? So for this kind of information, it is very useful, children. But we cannot say that whatever they've written on the books, it is true. There is no scientific proof to that. Yes or no? If I am asking you what kind of a boy you are, or what kind of a girl you are, so definitely you are just saying only the good things of you. Yes or no? You never reveal even a single negative um, quality of you, isn't it? Yes. So that even they, the history, the people of the kingdom, they've written only the good things. If they written the negative things on the king, so they may get the punishment from the king. So historians always, they depends upon the manuscript or the inscriptions and archaeology department excavations. Once sources are found, learning about the past becomes an adventure as we reconstruct it bit by bit. So historians and archaeologists are like detectives who use all these resources like clues to find out about the past. So these people are using these evidences as a clue. Based on that, they are trying to get more and more information, children. I said history means past. How many past we have? We have only one past or many? We will see. Do you notice the title of the book, Our Past? Means history. We have used the word past in plural to draw attention to the fact that the past was different for different groups of people. For example, the lives of herders and farmers were different from those kings and queens. The lives of merchants were different from those of craftspersons, and so on. Also, as it true, even today people follow different practices and customs in different parts of the country. For example, today most of the people living in Andaman Islands get their own food by fishing and hunting and collecting forest products only. Yes or no? So this is the same things whatever followed by our ancestor. But in contrast to that, most of the people in cities now, like us, depends on others for supplies of food. So differences such as existed in the past as well. So here the lifestyle of the kings is differ from the merchants, because kings are enjoying the royal life. So merchants are a little bit lesser than the kings. So when we compare these merchants to the craft person's life is a little bit less than the merchants. Yes or no? So in this, even in our country also, each and every part of the people are different regions of the people. They are following different cultures and different food habits and different hairstyles and different clothes also, children. Besides, there is another kind of difference. We know a great deal about kings and the battles they fought because they kept records of their victories. Yes or no? So, what is another? As I told before, so we know a great deal about the kings. We know about Akbar. So, just they mention only the victories of the Akbar. They never mentioned what kind of war they may lose. So what are the negative impact on the kingdom? They never mentioned this and that. So just they simply mentioned about the war, when they were participated, so they got the victory or not. Generally, ordinary people such as hunters, fishing folk, gatherers, farmers, or headers did not keep records of what they did. Yes or no? We are the common people. Are we mentioning everything of every moment of our life in a diary? No, only few people are maintaining diaries today, nowadays also. Yes or no? Yes, definitely. So generally, the ordinary people, they never maintained any record, so that we should, there is no chance to know the lifestyle of the common people of the kingdom. While archaeology helps us to find out about their lives, there is much that remains unknown. So if you see here, these are the paintings related to the Akbar, which is mentioned in Akbar Nama. So this is a fort of the Akbar, and here river, Yamuna river, and everything they mentioned in the picture in Akbar Nama. So what they mentioned in Akbar Nama, the victories, how the people have to live the life. So what are the major ideas of the Akbar they mentioned in, but they never mentioned about any feelings of the common people of the kingdom. So that these inscriptions are helpful to us to know only very little bit. What do dates mean, children? What is the date today? For example, today date is 24/7/2020. What is 2020? After 2020, can we mention any BC or CE? No, just we are, because we are present common era. So that 2000 years. And if you observe in your history textbook, children, especially from here onwards, you are going to get even in your fifth class also, you are getting some word after the year. So how we are using, what is the reason behind the use of the BC? Now I am going to tell you. If somebody asks you the date, you will probably mention the day, month and year. Just now like me. 2000 and something. These years are counted from the date generally assigned to the birth of Jesus Christ, the founder of the Christianity. Understood? We are using 2000 years after the birth of the Christian founder, Jesus. So, 2000 means 2000 after the birth of Christ. Before birth of Christ, BC. After the birth, present, that is 2020. All dates before the birth of the Christ are counted backwards and usually have the letters of BC, means before Christ, added on. In this book, we will refer to dates going back from the present using 2000 as our starting point. So that if you are observing the word letter BC here, that means by before Christ. So always before Christ, decreasing, descending order, not in ascending order. After that, you are observing one more word, that is AD, before dates. You will sometimes find AD before dates. This stands for two Latin words, Anno and Domini. What is meant by AD before dates? Anno Domini means in the year of the Lord, that is Christ for them. So 2005 can be also be written as AD 2005, Anno Domini period. BC, before Christ children. AD means Anno Domini period. AD present, AD 2005, AD 2020. Sometimes CA used instead of AD. That is common era. CE means common era. AD means Anno Domini. So sometimes AD and BCE instead of BCE means before Christ or before Christ common era. The letter CE stands for common era and BCE for before common era. We use these terms because the Christian era is now used in most of the countries of the world. In India, we began using this form of dating from about 200 years ago. So when the Britishers, they started their direct rule in our India. And sometimes the letters BP means before present also using. Find two dates mentioned on page 3. Which set of letters would you use for them? So this is an activity given you in your textbook, children, actually. So you find out the dates which they belongs to. So now once again, children, AD is the common era. So that we are, what is the mean for AD? Anno Domini period. CE means common era and BC means before Christ. And what else were? See here, we have seen that inscriptions were written on hard surface, means on the walls. Many of these were written several hundreds of years ago, so that all inscriptions contain both script and language. What is meant by script and what is meant by language? Script means the written document, so they've written in words also. Languages which were used as well as script have changed over time. So how do scholars understand what was written? This can be done through a process of known as a decipherment. So the reading of these carvings we called as decipherment. So in this, what they are doing actually, they've written both language and script here. So based on by reading this, they came to know. If you see here, K, this is L. Here also L is the same, and here O. So here also O, and P is P for common same. So this is a language and this is a script. The A denotes with this symbol, and like R. So here what you have to do, a small activity, children. Prepare any 10 hard words from the lessons by using these symbols. Understood? By using these symbols. If any symbol you didn't find out, you create one symbol. For example, inscriptions I explain you now. So how to write these inscriptions? So here I available to you. What is the next word here? N not available. So that you prepare one N. Yes, here. Is C available here? Not available. So for C also you can prepare one more. And R is available here. And where is I? And P, T, I, O. I said to prepare one symbol for N. So you use the same symbol for N. And where is S? Here is the S. So in this way you can prepare minimum how many words, children? 10 hard words. 10 hard words you have to prepare by using these symbols. Understood clearly? Yes. That should not be 3 letter, 2 letters or hard words. Hard words you have to prepare definitely. I will check again. One of the most famous stories of disbarment comes from Egypt, children, a country in North Africa where there were the kings and queens about 5,000 years ago. So Egypt. So as you know that Egypt is on the bank of River Nile. Right, so that Nile River is called as the gift of the uh, sorry, and Egypt is considered as the gift of the river Nile. So because the plenty of water given by the Nile River to entire Egypt, so that it is very prosperous. And Rosetta is a town on the north coast of Egypt, and here an inscribed stone was found which contained inscriptions in 3 different languages and scripts. So what are the 3 languages, children, here? Greek language and 2 forms of Egyptian. So as you know that words for each, every word what we are using in English present, they may derive from the word Greek or Latin. These are the 2 major languages. Every language of the international language, they may come from these Greek and Latin words only. And scholars who could read Greek figured out that the names of the kings and queens were enclosed in a little frame called a cortege. They then placed the Greek and Egyptian signs side by side and identified the sounds for which the Egyptian letters stood. As you can see, a lion stood for L and a bird for A. Once they knew what the letters stood for, they could read other inscription as well. So they used the language and as well as the letters to as a symbolism to write the inscription. So that I ask you to prepare at least a minimum 10 words by using the symbols. So based on that, what you are able to learn everything. See, children, this is a place Egypt. So here Red Sea, and here it is River Nile. So here is the place Rosetta. Just now I told you. So here they got many inscriptions. This is River Nile. So entire this Egypt on the bank of River Nile, if you observe many uh, cities are there here, and this is a, if you observe the each and every tributary place here, they're well developed and well civilized by the people. See here, this is the pyramids that we found in Egypt. So this is also one of the uh, famous objects in Egypt, that is Giza pyramids. So many plenty of pyramids are available here as of 2008 sources. They have 118 to 138 identified Egyptian pyramids are there. Most were built as tombs for the country's pharaohs and their consort during the World and Middle Kingdom periods. So and here this is the river Nile. So the total length of the river Nile is 6,650 kilometers, children. 6,650 kilometers, and this is the longest river in the world that is located in Africa, Eastern Africa. And some important dates from your lesson, children. The beginning of agriculture 8,000 years ago, children. So from past 8,000 years onwards in our country, agriculture is going on as per the inscriptions. And the first cities on the Indus River is 4,700 years ago. So Indus Valley civilization is the first civilization in our country that happened before 4,700 years only. And the cities of the Ganga is Magadha Kingdom, They established 2500 years ago and very successful. The present we named with the 2000 AD or Common Era C. Understood, children? That is about our first lesson, children. What, where, how, and when. So because of these questions only, success in our life also will come to us. Otherwise, without any questions to gain more and knowledge, we can't develop, children. I hope every one of you understood. If you have still any more doubts regarding the lesson, ask me. I will clarify you. Thank you very much.